of uncertainty. Come in and see us. Please come and spend some time with us. But listen, first and foremost, yes, you're in the right place. Whether you're watching this for the first time, whether you see it later, you may see this repeat later, but just know that you're in the right place. Hold that remote, don't turn it, don't swipe up, left, or right on your phone. You're in the right place. A revival series just like this saved my life. So please sit down and listen and be ready for a life changing event. I want you to share this with your friends, share this with everyone, but I want you to tune in tonight so that something will inspire you, will reach out to you to help bring us closer to Jesus Himself. Listen, again, we want to welcome you back to those who've been watching us every single day. This is night five, and it's been awesome. It's been wonderful. Very first and foremost, I want to shout out some shouts to those who've been chatting in the chat. Valerie Dumas, Cruz Dad, Doris Ojeda, Georges, hello, Byron Crockett, Brenda Griffin, Yvonne Robertson. I've been seeing you in the chats. And I want everyone else who's been there, I want you to check in with us. Check in the chat room, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on the SEC live stream. I want you to chat and talk to us and let us know that you're out there. If you're part of my SEC Friday Night Live family, please check in. If you're part of the Winning Circle, please check in. All family and friends, I know we just got through with OU Live and a lot of other programs, but now it's a time for revival here at Ephesus here in Jacksonville with the Hope in Times of Uncertainty program revival series. Listen, it's been wonderful. It's been awesome. I got a chance to speak with some other people again from the service 2 nights ago. It was awesome. They just showed up and they were inspired, and hopefully we'll see our friends again here tonight. This past couple days, we've seen baptisms. We've seen people's lives change. Tonight, though, we have a special guest with us, and I'm going to bring him on in just a second. One of our newest members, great man, great friend, great partner, and also a great Christian. I'm proud of him and all that he's doing for our church. But listen again, we want to make sure that you're tuning in. I'm going to give you a moment here. I'm going to give you a chance to reach out to others. Go ahead and do that now. Go ahead and pass this along now. If you're seeing this later, share the link with them now, even though you may not be watching the live program. Share this link with them so that they may also receive the blessing. Just remember, it's not by might, but by what? Power. We want everybody to experience the love of Jesus Christ Himself. This is a perfect time while we're sitting here, as we're getting ready to come into the Sabbath. I want to say happy and blessed Sabbath to all of those out there listening. And most of all, this is a perfect time to remember this is what? God's mission. And we want to make sure that we are on our mission, which is what? God's mission. Now, most of you all, you think that things have been going bad, the news, your job, your family. There's been a lot of things going on. But guess what? There is what? Hope. There is hope. As we study in our lesson last week, there are a lot of consequences of things that we've done. But we also learned from the other night what? God is a forgiving God. God is a loving God. God is a caring God. And also this week's lesson, when there's much what? Prayer, there's what? Much power. So listen, let's make sure we're listening and studying our lessons. And most of all, we're tuning in each and every night. Again, this is night 5. This is night 5. So if you missed a night, go back to Facebook, go back to YouTube, go back to the secsda.org live stream and get the other nights and watch them. The music has been awesome. We've been blessed by the praise team, been blessed by Pastor Paul Heflin. We've just been blessed with so many things. And of course, our main speaker is who? Dr. Michael Owusu. And what a wonderful series. We got a chance to interview him. It's one of the ones we recorded. We got a chance to speak with Sister Pat Goff. We got a chance to speak with Pastor Heflin. And tonight, we're going to speak with another wonderful, fine individual. So listen, as we get ready, as we get geared up, we also want to say, we know that there's people hurting. We know that things are happening. I know in my extended family, there's been deaths. There's people in the hospital. So for your friends and family, we want to make sure this is a place of hope. This is a place of healing, right? We want to make sure that we meet Jesus right here so that we can receive him and receive his power and receive his healing. So listen, for those who are out there healing, we want to make sure we send out a special prayer. Chat me up. We'll make sure we get you on the prayer list and put you on the prayer line. So now, without further ado, we want to go ahead and move forward. I want to bring in one of our wonderful new members, our wonderful friends. His name is Tim Gallion. He's a new member to the church. He's a faithful member. He brings his children to Sabbath school. He brings his children to Sabbath school. He also sings on the choir with the men's choir. I'm happy to have him with me. I'm happy to have him as a friend, as a brother, but most of all, as a brother in Christ. Let's welcome Tim Gallion.
Hey, how you doing,
evening,
brother?
sir.
I'm
Good
doing
evening.
Good. How you doing?
Good. How are you this evening?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right.
Well, listen. We want to speak about a lot of things, but I'm serious about this. When we have these conversations, I want to say, although he's a new member, he's doing all these wonderful things like he should be doing. And again, we're proud of him and all that he is doing. We want to say thank you and want you to continue doing what you're doing with your family.
Okay.
Listen, since you're here tonight, is there something that you want to express to us?
I can express to you about how happy I am with the church, how I feel welcomed and loved at the church, and the support that you guys give is amazing. And came from a long way, so this was pretty different to me. I was brought up in the church, but it's my first time going faithfully as I've been going, and I'm trying to walk and get closer to God each day. So
Absolutely.
Okay.
Listen, we know that you've come to this message. What brought you to this message?
what brought me to this message was I had a cousin who one day he was just randomly watching TV and flicking through the channels, and he came across 3ABN. So he told me about this, like, do I know which day the Sabbath is, and just growing up, how we grow up in the city, I'm thinking it's Sunday. So he told me it's Saturday. So I went home and I did something simple. I looked in the dictionary and I just looked up Saturday, and it said the seventh day. So it sparked something in me. I'm like, why does the world? Because if you ask the average person, they believe Sunday is the Sabbath. So I'm like, why is that? You know what I'm saying? So it just sparked something in me and made me want to do my own research. I always talk to God and asked him like to reveal himself to me. So I just felt like he was slowly revealing himself to me. So that made me want to learn more and want to know more. And at the time, I stumbled across I think I started looking at YouTube at the time, and I stumbled across an app called Audioverse. And I would be walking, I'd catch the bus and walk to work. And as I'm walking to work, I'm just slowly listening to so many different messages, and it started making sense to me. So it led me to open up the Bible and read it for myself. And as I opened up the Bible and read it for myself, and what I'm listening to is connecting and it's making sense, and it's true. It just did something to me, man, and made me want to learn about God more and walk with God more. So
Absolutely. Listen, his story is kind of similar to mine, but I also want to congratulate him for following. After he received the word, he started to follow. And like I say, he's bringing his children. He's a faithful husband. Him and his wife come. So what do you say now? Now that you're here, you understand the message, you understand the word, what do you say to your family and friends?
I would say that now is the time to get it right with God. It's been so much death and things happening in my family, and like you can be here one day and gone the next. It's like growing up how we grow up, everybody is so quick to say, oh, so and so's in heaven looking down, and like it's not like that. Like you need to get right with God because he's coming, and you want to be sure, you want to make sure that your future is secure. I don't want to me personally, I don't just believe the hype and believe it. I kind of go against the grain. Like if it don't make sense to me, I don't want to I'm not agreeing with the majority. You know, I'll stand out alone if I have to, if the Bible said so. That's what I say, man, to all my friends and family. It's just time to get right with God.
Absolutely. Listen, that's one of our favorite verses when he brings his kids to Sabbath school. Study to show thyself approved. And right here, right now, we're seeing that lives are being changed. We see that things and people do change from a simple video. Just what I'm saying right now. You may see this later. It may reach to you, it may speak to you. But listen, right now is the time so that we can get right and get right with God. So you bring your family, you're studying your word. What new things have been revealed to you?
What new things have I see the enemy been trying to attack me because I'm so busy now, man. I'm at work overnights, and it's like I have to force myself to get that time, man. So, you know, new things that